Good morning, everybody. It's about 7:30. Slept until about 6:30, and then I uploaded the video and kind of started packing things up. I'm finally up and moving, and I'm gonna get some breakfast and coffee going, get all this packed up and get moving. So apparently I picked a pretty popular spot. There's a whole bunch of boats out there fishing. It is Sunday morning, and I've got a good tailwind. So far, not too many waves, so I'm really glad I got across that open water crossing. Well, the weather was nice yesterday, and hopefully I just get kind of pushed down the shore by the wind today. So I'm gonna hop to it and get all this stuff put up. So I'm in the tent packing up. I've got almost most things picked up, and I just made coffee, and I'm boiling water for breakfast, and I'm pretty excited. I have Mountain House breakfast skillet, so hash browns, potatoes, eggs, sausage. So it's funny what makes you excited out here on the lake. Just some breakfast. That's all it takes. So I'm gonna let that rehydrate while I get everything packed up, and then I gotta start carrying it down to the boat down there. Okay, so I've got the tent put away, and I'm just cleaning things up. Breakfast was really good, and I'm gonna get everything loaded up and down to the... Alright, I got the boat loaded. It's 9 o'clock, so a fairly late start, but who cares? That's okay. My legs are pretty tired from yesterday, but I apparently stopped at one of the most popular fishing spots ever, because I had a whole audience watching me pack up. Not that they're actually watching me, but it felt like it. But that's okay. I'm ready to push off, and the lake's still fairly calm, and I got a nice tailwind, so hopefully it'll be a good day. So after looking at the maps, I've got about 16 miles to Dakota Waters. So I feel like that's achievable today, but it's going to be very hard. But that's okay, just because of how tired my legs are, but I will survive. I'm looking forward to Dakota Waters. It's just, I don't feel weird about it, but it was nice when going to Tobacco Gardens that I'd already been there. I kind of knew what to expect. With Dakota Waters, I know the owner's name is Amber, and that's it. So it's going to be a new experience, that's for sure. So it'll be something a little different. Looking forward to that. And yeah, I just got to keep going down this shore. The sun's shining off the water pretty bright. I'm going to have to put some sunscreen on my face. So the water's much clearer. And there's a bunch of Asian carp again. I can see pretty far down in the water right now, which is pretty cool. So I went ahead and put up the sunshade. I haven't really been using it too much so far, just because there's really been enough wind to keep me cool. But today I got a very slight tailwind, and basically I'm going the same speed as it, and there's no air movement at all. So it's getting hot. So I put the sunshade up, keep me cool, and yeah, just keep going. I'm moving very slow because I'm tired, but that's okay. I'm still moving, and that's all that matters. So it's been a pretty relaxing morning. It's now noon, and the waves have picked up just a little bit, as has the wind, but so far so good. So in another hour or so, I have a pretty decent open water crossing to do. Not nearly as big as the one yesterday, but hopefully the waves don't pick up much more than this by the time I get there, but we'll just have to see. So it is just about noon, so I'm gonna have another MRE for lunch, which is menu 22 beef goulash. So I think I've had this one already once on the trip. I have 2 full sets of MREs for this trip. I bought 2 cases of A's and 2 cases of B's, which is how they're separated and out while boxed. So you will eventually start seeing a bunch of repeats as I eat through them, and that's okay. So they're still not really bothering me. I mean, they're not bad now. They're just okay food, basically. So they've been working out for lunch, and yeah, I think I'm going to slowly start snacking on that while I just keep
pedaling. I've got the sunshade up with a decent tailwind, so it's forcing me to keep pretty in line with the wind. Otherwise, it starts blowing me and tilting me over a little bit if I get sideways in the wind. But that's okay. It's working out good so far. So I'm just gonna keep going around this point, and we'll check out this open water crossing. So one thing you got to be careful of is always scanning ahead. Like, you can't get distracted by your phone too much, because I don't know if the camera can pick it up, but there's a huge rock shelf right there, just barely under the water, and would be bad news if I wasn't paying attention and went right on top of it. So you just gotta always keep an eye out, look for flat water or white water where it's not supposed to be, and just make sure you don't hit any rocks or anything where it gets real shallow on you. So I've got a little bit of a open water crossing here. It's probably about a mile. It's not very big, but there is a decent tailwind and some, I don't know, light swells. So I think what I'm going to do is kind of wrap around this point just a little bit before I head across. It'll add just a little bit of distance, but it'll hopefully be a lot calmer with this hillside blocking most of the wind. So that's the plan, and then I'll wrap back around and keep going down the shore. So the shoreline, I don't know how well the camera will pick it up, but it keeps going all the way over, like into the distance where I can't even see it. So pretty impressive, and it's a lot of a shoreline to still go down. So, but that's okay. It's just part of the journey. So this isn't even the biggest lake. I think I'm not certain if Lake Sac has more water than Oahe, but I'll have to look that up. But I know Oahe is longer, but typically less wide than Lake Sac is. So either way, this is a very large reservoir, and I have several to go, and that's okay. This trip is going to take however long it takes, and that's fine by me. So the waves here with the bay are a little choppy. They're not nice waves. They kind of pick you up and then like set you down at an angle, basically, over and over again. And it's kind of interesting. It's not a big deal. I'm almost to the far shore there, but just kind of, as I said, just interesting how the different waves interact. And yeah, so it's just rocking me more than it normally would, a little bit side to side, and that's okay. I just have to constantly readjust the steering to keep pointed at the shore, and that's no big deal. So yeah, it's going good. Almost across this open water crossing, and gonna continue around the point. I think not Tobacco Gardens. I'm currently about 6 miles away from Dakota Waters, so that's pretty exciting. And I've got a couple smaller bays to get across, and then Dakota Waters is all the way up in a bigger bay, so I'll be able to just go up in there. Hopefully it'll be calmer there because of less wind, and there won't be a crazy amount of boats. We'll see. It is Sunday still, so it is the busiest 2 days of the week, so we'll see how bad it is. Okay, so the waves and the wind have picked up, but it's still manageable. It was pretty bad on the last point. I probably had 3-foot waves coming in behind me the whole time. And I'm currently fairly far offshore, because the closer to shore you get, the bigger the waves are. And out here, it's a little bit calmer, and I'm heading straight for the next point rather than sticking close to shore and having to go sideways to the waves for a while to get around the point. So that's kind of what I'm doing right now. It's working out. I had to take the sunshade down. It was catching the wind a little bit more than I like. It was helping me push me along, but at the same time, it was kind of leaning the boat at an angle at times, and not too much of a fan of that. So it came down and we're gonna keep going. So Dakota Waters, I believe, is around that point and back into the bay. So we're getting close to it. And it is currently almost 2 o'clock. So we're doing good on time, and we should make it there sometime this afternoon. So looking forward to that. Okay, so I'm in the same bay as Dakota Waters. I've been on the phone for a while. I have service here and I'm enjoying that a lot. So I was heading towards that campground there till I pulled up Google Maps after my phone call and realized that it was the wrong spot and I need to head over here. So apparently Dakota Waters Resort is around this point and farther up into that bay there. So I'm about 2.5 miles away. So I'm gonna keep heading towards that. It's currently almost 3 o'clock, not quite. So it's been I don't know about a good day, but we're almost to the resort and that's exciting. Tomorrow looks like it's supposed to be heavy thunderstorms in the afternoon. So it might be a very good day to take a day off. So I'm glad that works out, and we'll see what Dakota Waters has to offer. I'm pretty excited about the idea of a shower. I haven't had one since Tobacco Gardens, and I'd really enjoy one. It's about 4 o'clock. I'm finally into the protected bay. I'm out of the waves, and I can see the Dakota Waters boat ramp. So that's pretty exciting. I'm pretty tired and sore from yesterday, and my butt hurts pretty good in this chair. I'm ready to get out of it. So I'm happy to be here, and can't wait for possibly a shower. Luckily, it's not too terribly busy, and it's been a good paddle in. It's taken quite a while. I'm going pretty slow, but oh well. I've got the boat pulled up onto the ramp. I'm out of the way, and I'm gonna go up and see what's going on here. Okay, I've got the boat pulled up. I'm gonna kind of lock it up a little bit and possibly keep it here just by the boat ramp. We'll see. And I was given a absolutely amazing little cabin room with a full shower and beds, and it looks amazing. So I've got most of my stuff was brought over. I'm just grabbing a couple other things and just generally locking the boat up, and then I'm gonna go take a shower because I can't wait for one. It's been a week and I am gross. All right, so there's a whole row of these amazing little cabins along with several larger ones here, which is very cool. It's a very busy place. It is Sunday afternoon, and I'm in number 3 right here. So I'm going to, the floors were just mopped and I was afraid to walk in there, even though, you know, kind of ridiculous. But so here is the little apartment room. So it's got a massive bunk bed, a table, a fridge, little kitchenette, along with a full bathroom. So this is absolutely amazing. Couldn't ask for more. It's even got 2 air conditioners, man. So I'm going to thoroughly enjoy this tonight, and yeah, it's absolutely amazing. I'm going to go ahead and take a shower because that is number 1 thing that I would like to do at this moment. Okay, I just had a really good meal of kind of like barbecue. It was a burger with a brat and potato salad and pasta salad and baked beans. It was really good. So they have a whole store and restaurant here, so I think I'm gonna go over there and just hang out and then see if I can get my video edited, and then I'll get that uploaded and get to bed because yesterday was a long day and I am tired. Okay, so I got my video edited while I was in there, and I met Amber and all of her staff, and they're lovely. And I just want to say thank you so much to her for letting the paddlers and me in particular stay here. So the 6 cabins here, she just lets a paddler stay in there if there's one available, and if not, there's a nice camping spot here that she lets us use. So I'm very grateful, and it's absolutely amazing.
So I do plan to stay tomorrow since there's a storm coming in tomorrow. It's supposed to be a severe storm in the afternoon. That's all it says. So I don't know if there'll be a cabin available tomorrow, so I might be in a tent site there, but if I am, that's okay. And yeah, it's been a good day, so I got to get this video uploaded, and then once I get that done, I'm going to bed. And I am so excited to sleep in a real bed. I didn't film anything inside the store and restaurant because they had a radio playing, and YouTube really doesn't like copyrighted music in its videos. So we'll see if I can get a shot in there tomorrow. But yeah, it's a very busy but cool place here. Okay, so I'm trying not to make too big of a mess. I'm just kind of leave everything close together in case I gotta move it all in the morning. But task 1 is to get everything plugged in, get it charging. So I'm going to start on that and then get this video uploading. Alright, I got the video uploaded. I've got everything charging. It's quite a mess. And yeah, I think I'm ready for bed. So I'm very glad that I can sleep, and since there's a storm rolling in tomorrow, I'm gonna take another day off. So worked out perfectly. So I'm about a day away from the dam. I forget exactly how many miles it was. I just looked it up. Let's see. Google Maps has a very handy measuring feature on their app. If you put down just a pin anywhere, you can go measure distance, and you're able to put points along a plot, and it'll tell you exactly how long. So I'm 20 miles away from the dam right now. So I use that quite a bit, and it works out really well. So that should be just one day, depending on weather, but yeah, that's pretty exciting, and I'm happy about that. So I'm gonna go ahead and go to bed. So thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video.